Okay, there we go. Alright, fighting with my keyboard. Morning, Zia Squin, good morning. Put away some animal remains here. What is this? We got spider eye, silk, some flint down here. Useless diorite and gravel. I guess zombie stuff counts as animal remains. Rotten flesh. Morning, bone snacker. Gotta make some iron pickaxes here. Oh, glass. Nope. Where's the glass box? Here it is. Let's see. Constantly keeping the old kilns lit against the day of building, which will come. Always running coal. Always be coalescing. Hey, Zia, good choice. Good choices, and good choices to play them because of me. Even better choices. KG, Kate Gray, good morning. I'm gonna be on Kate Gray's stream this very afternoon. We're gonna play some of this game right here, I believe. There are no more Dune books that we will be reading together on this stream. You are welcome. People are welcome to read them on their, how you say, their own time. And they will have a great time, and I look forward to hearing about them. So here's what we built yesterday. I should really screen cap this occasionally. Oh, speaking of worms, I'm the worm. See? I'm worm now. Big worm. I'm the worm. That's me. And I get dressed. Very tough. Tough guy. Okay, so now the question becomes how to maintain this. Kind of. How do I... It's like, am I getting the effect I want here? Not quite. And we are going to talk about Dune. We're not going to get away from that. I just kind of want to see what happens if I... Okay, what if I now put one here and then do this? What does that give me? Hey, it still makes the water really weird, which is the point. That's what I wanted. So I guess I'll do that as we're talking about Dune. Yeah, there's a lot of bunny drama. If you like sad boys, this is the book. Like the bunny book is the book for you. If you're a sad boy addict, which, you know, given y'all's regular appearances and presence on this stream, I think like that might be something that some folks here have a weakness for. Flips hair. Nothing like a sad boy. Morning. Yeah, that's looking real nice now. That makes... Yeah, that's some turbulent water. That's what we're into here. Speaking of turbulent waters, we really just, I wanna give people a chance to roll up in, so I'm not gonna hop directly into it because there's also not all that much to cover this time. Oops. Goodbye, cobblestone. Oh, I got it. Okay, never mind. There's something very like Macbeth. There's something very like fifth act about this week's reading. Like it after like all of this preparation and all this time spent like oh, what are we against the final day? Oh, we're gonna do it. It kind of just happens. Everybody shows up to get their wrap up thing. Everybody kind of gets their final chapter it's all epilogue is the thing. History will remember us as the wives is very much is a very abrupt ending. I was very when I read it for the first time as a kid, I was like, oh, all right, I guess that's it. It had kind of a where's the rest of it feeling, but the truth is the story continues. That originally, when Frank Herbert wrote all this biz, oh, see, I didn't need that one there, unless I do when I get rid of it. Oh, shit. What the hell? Whoa. So originally, like, there was some section, like, the story kept going at this point. into, God, I'm getting... The story kept going into a lot of what ends up being Dune Messiah. But Dune Messiah is, Dune Messiah kind of like has a big time skip. And I think he wisely, given the choices, given the options available, Frank decided to end the book here at what feels like, at the very least, a moment of unqualified triumph, which is a nice thing to do in a book, especially if you want people to recommend your book. Happy endings are very marketable. Publisher was like, yeah, I think these 500 page, this several hundred additional pages might not be exactly the things to put butts in the seats. What? What'd you say? Yeah. Well, you know me. Kate knew I was gonna say butts in the seats. She's got the prescience. She's the one who is many. Boop 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 and boop boop. All right, cobblestone. Yeah, Mega, that was actually me. I edited that into Wikipedia to say that Dune is bad and people who like it are wrong because I wanted to gatekeep people from liking Dune. Shit. I will persist in putting this goddamn brick in the wrong place every single time. Although, unless, maybe it ends up... See? This is my honeycombed mode I have around here. I'm having to fill in these spots that were created by the water, but it's all gonna come out peaches and gravy. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Shit. I absolutely was right that trying to place these blocks while there was already water would be a huge pain in the ass. What? Right there, probably. Alright. Okay. Looking good, eh? The old river? How is it to move through? Good, it's still got its little sinkhole traps, like I like. Let's see, if I just let my guy go. Let's let's see what a dirt does. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, where'd that one even go? Oh, hell yes. Hey, look at this. Look at this. So this is like my goal was to have turbulent water. Like, look at what dirt does if it.
Oh, it's ping-ponging all over the place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes it gets sunk down. It's very. I bet that works its way. I bet that works too. You're doing great. Alright, it's bedtime here. Weapon of choice? Who is that? Who's the person in question who sings this ballad? Oh, that song. Is that's the Christopher Walken on the ceiling one, right? Oh yeah. Yes, I think I did know that. And then Grimes put out that Dune-inspired album, and then she lived it out by being the concubine of a Harkonnen. It was a rough time. It was a rough time for everybody. Yeah, she married a dude who wants to go to who like abuses his workers and wants to take over space. We have a word for that in the ancient language. Canley. Being a big piece of shit. Oh, okay. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Are you a class trader if you like Frasier? I always thought the whole part of the whole deal of Frasier was it is like the appeal comes from like Frasier is kind of like a puffed up popinjay, and some of the pleasure of the show comes from seeing his hubris deflated. So in that sense, I would assume that liking Frasier is actually solidarity. I'm probably not doing myself any favors in the class trader conversation by using phrases like puffed up popinjay, but here we are. Grimes separated after like basically exactly 3 years, which to me sounds like the terms of a contract. It's like, wow, 3 years exactly. You don't say. Anyway. It's not hard to imagine the conversations they must have had. It's like there's a certain type of person. She's an LA person and he's a Silicon Valley person, and it's not a rare pairing in either place. It's like here's my weird wife because I'm so boring. Whoop. Yeah. Speaking of moldy mugs, I had a roommate. I had a roommate when I was in undergrad. And I've talked about my undergrad roommates before, but this is a different one. I was living with this one guy, and then we were sharing a room, and we needed to find somebody to live in the other room. And it was this girl, and she was alright, but then she went away for the summer. They both did, and I was just kind of there by myself. And after she went away, after a while, there was for the summer, there was like a big, there was a problem with we were having a problem with flies. And I couldn't find the origin. And then I was like, well, I don't want to violate this person's privacy by going in their room, but I don't know where these flies are coming from, so I need to just do a quick check. Maybe she forgot something. Maybe there's like a candy bar, or maybe straight up a dead rat or something in there. And I went in there, and there were just like 3 to 4 9/10 eaten bowls of chili just scattered about her bedroom. All of which were just I don't want to be crude here. I don't want to be crass. I'm going to try to say this as delicately as I can. They were maggot central. You truly never can tell what somebody's going to be like before you live with them. It is impossible. Hey, thank you. Oh, thank you, Mushroom Leonard. Golly. Good morning. Here just in time. Filling in the moat. I will turn Arrakis into a wet planet. This is what the Fremen should do. Just get a water source block, it's easy. And okay, splish, splash, apple sash. Okay, moat's coming along real nice. Widely acknowledged to be one of the better moats ever built. One of the better built moats. Ska water, what? What? Oh, it's checkerboard. Yeah, shit. I don't think I'm gonna have a better name than that. Fuck. I'm making ska water because I wanted the water to stay turbulent instead of the placidity of natural formed water. I wanted it to serve as a monster trap. And it's working. If you look at the pixels on the underside of the water, you can see it, not pixels, but like the little squares. You can see they're going all crazy instead of like flowing out in all directions like regular water source blocks do. I wanted it to be a turbulent trap. I can tell this is the morning stream because nobody rose to that bait that I accidentally set. Alright. There we go. Okay, we do gotta talk about Dune. So, it looks like Skywater because of these checkerboards. Keep up. We gotta get on this. Water, water, water. So are we? How'd you guys like the ending? I'll just throw the question to the class first. It is a good book. Yeah, everybody, that is a cool thing about this chapter. Everybody shows up with their like, ho, I've got the plan within the plans, and Paul's like, no. I don't think we're gonna be doing any of that shit. Yeah, well, Fade, the thing about Fade is he's the hero of another story where he did a better job. Like, things would have been great for Fade if he had just been, like a different character in different circumstances. as you will all see once you read my fix fic. Called Fade in Full, or Fade in Glory, something to that effect. Something like that. The sudden absence of water is very distracting. I feel like I'm an Arcus. So they get back to the governor's mansion. Basically, the place where they moved in. They first moved in. It harkens back. It harkens back to that first chapter, where Jessica moves into the castle and is a little bit uncomfortable. It's kind of looking around. Nobody really wants to be there, but psychologically it's important. And it is the last room in the book. Like everything is going to happen in this big imperial, newly imperial, now that Paul is going to be the emperor. This new chamber where everybody is just kind of hanging out doing their thing. It's very Macbeth. It's very Fifth Act Shakespeare to have all the various characters show up for their curtain call and their wrap-up scene, and I really dig that about it. Gurney is very much acting as Paul's conscience in this. We started to see this a few times, but there's like some stuff like, Paul, don't worry about the money's not the important thing. What about the men's lives? But because Gurney is still kind of living in a headspace where Paul is Paul, and Paul is thoroughly becoming like his grandfather at this point. It's like Macbeth in the sense of like, well, what if you knew the future, but then you knew what you were like, you made better decisions. It's like, the curse of prophecy. It's like, oh, well, what are we gonna do about that? It's like, I don't know. I guess I'll just kill everyone. Alright. Sleepy time. Oh, son of a bitch. Alia leaves a message for Paul in the future. I've never quite understood what she's doing there. I feel like the first time I read it, I thought she was just like she had a conversation in the future delivering him that message. Like, and then it was like, oh, okay. That's like a way to cheat. That's a way to kind of cheat it. Because then he can see the future to leave. He can see the future where they have that conversation. It is kind of the last Doomsday. I mean, I think we're going to talk about the movie. Only reason I hesitate is next week we'll be talking about. I think we'll talk about the movie. Because how will I not? But it is definitely the last book Doomsday. I also have tickets for the 22nd. Very, very excited. It's gonna be a hot time. Nope. Not where that goes. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Ah, damn, this is tricky. Precision work while being buffeted along is not easy. Uh, Alia leaves a message for Paul in the future. Something that does not happen again in the series. They also sort of abandoned this, like, Alia being able to be inside people's heads because they share the same memories. Sort of goes away. I think because, like, anywhere outside of, like, the end of a book, it's hard to... Like, the longer a character who can do that sticks around, the longer you have to, like, the more you have to explain what the fuck is going on. Paul is now fully prescient, seeing things right before they happen, kind of situation. This is something that's going to get more and more this is going to be more and more like the only thing he talks about if you stick with the series. She's got an interesting arc. Oh, Alia. Those who stick with the series... Oh. Thanks, Christina. But Christina, we are in the Canada, America here, so we don't have the movie at least until Friday. So a lot of anticipation. The reason it did that is money. Anytime something somewhat mystifying happens with regards to... I also think it came out early so that there could be a lot of buzz about, hey, this movie's actually really good. It's not a huge stinker, which is what some people were worried about. You can actually watch it and enjoy it, like a regular person. It's not just for weirdos who like David Lynch movies. And I say that as somebody who likes David Lynch movies. His movies are for fucking weirdos. Whew. Paul has that great moment where he's like, maybe the Sardaukar win too much. Because they don't know how to lose. They don't know how to lose. In the water, I am building turbulent water. I've placed blocks and source blocks such that the water flows in confusing ways, makes it harder for monsters to get to me. Also, I like it. Once all this is done being placed, I'm going to go in and remove all the cobblestones and see what's left. It's kind of an experiment also. Oh shit. Hell's bells. Okay. Oh, beans. Son of a gun. Fistful of pennies. Alright, here we go. Come on. Nailed it. Nailed it. Ah, $100 bills. Good. No, don't watch Dune. Don't watch the new one first. I've never seen the Lynch one because I was afraid that the imagery would overwhelm what was already in my head. And perhaps it is that's what that people seem surprised when I tell them that. I've never seen the David Lynch movie. Um, but that's the truth. It's like I'm like, I already got this kind of in my head, and I know it's very different. Like I never wanted to picture Paul as like, uh, you know, that old, because I feel like the story is weird. The story becomes is like, I never, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where like the casting is a bit off-putting for that. That was back in the day when they didn't have young actors. Oh yeah, the PC Dune game basically invented the modern art like RTSs, tactical RTSs, which in their way led to games like Warcraft, which, as everyone knows, League of the Ancients. There was a very popular mod for Warcraft 3 where you could just play as the heroes in Warcraft 3, and there was a game that was built around that. And there were games that were then spun off and created originally based on the idea of like having a hero trying to do like a lane-driven combat, and one of those ended up being League of Legends. So Dune basically invented League of Legends on a long enough timeline. Dune is responsible for League of Legends. Oh shit. Alright. Let's get back to it. So there's that sad scene where where Paul realizes that Stilgar is not really his friend anymore. He calls him his creature. That part always breaks my heart a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that though. Well, Christina, we've been reading the book separately, and today's the last day. We finished. Today's the last day of discussing the book. We're discussing the end now. But we're continuing the book club. Next week we'll be discussing the movie. JT, the only thing is, it's not actually very easy to stand on a block here because of how I've designed it. I keep getting buffeted about. It's working, which makes it hard to work on. Shit. I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely go watch the new movie. Anyway, there we go. Boop, and a boop, and boop, and boop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Come on. I'm using all my powers not to get irritated by what I've created here. Okay. Yeah, so let's get to that. So Paul is openly seeing the future. There's a bit the idea is also just because attention must be paid. How about Raban just biting it off screen, just like no. It's like, well, I guess he lost. Like somebody comes up and is like, oh yeah, he died too. He's out. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Osama bin Laden reported the news. Raban gets fully, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. There we go. It's kind of. There we go. Yeah, Raban is like a narrative necessity for the machinations of the plot, but ultimately he's undercharacterized because he's not important as a person. He's important as like a different guy who sucks. Who, because of like the way the story is structured with Fade and Paul being parallels to each other, we can't really we can't have Fade already being the ruler of Arrakis. The story just doesn't flow right that way. But the idea of what the guild is doing, Paul is like tapped into this genetic sense, this sense of like, Paul is tapped into basically the flow of human genetic drift and sees, and like the entire scope of human history, and sees that there's this drive that humanity has, because by mastering everything, by sort of mastering space and having this completely locked in feudal system, humanity has become very stagnant. Which we can see definitely in the Harkonnens, and honestly we can see it a little bit in the Atreides, who have, it feels like, a little bit fallen in love with their own chivalric legend. Like there's something about the glorification of the old Duke as the bullfighter, of this like the love of tragedy, the love of dying like in this heroic way, and that there's a connection, I think, between the old Duke who died in like fight in a bullfight. I think we're meant to see there that the Harkonnens and the Atreides, while they are very different on the surface level of like cruelty, evil and good, cruelty and loyalty, there is still something kind of, there is still something extremely limiting about a feudal system. You can't grow in the same way. It just doesn't allow for it, even if yeah. So what Paul is saying with regards to the guild is that the guild has always chosen the safe path. And as Paul kind of learned in the desert, it's like you can't rely on your vision to, unlike prescience, you can't rely on always taking the safest path, because what is that line? That path leads ever downward into stagnation. It's a little bit like poker. You can't be there to protect your money. You got to be there to take everybody else's. But make it evolutionary biology. The guild navigators gifted with limited prescience had made the fatal decision. They'd chosen always the clear, safe course that leads ever downward into stagnation. There's this whole thing about how the guild becomes a parasite. Nah, man. You're in the wrong area. This ain't a Borderlands discussion. Ah, shit. Alright. The guild, it's hard to say if the guild were trying to create something. It feels like what they were trying to do was only ever to survive, is Paul's criticism of them. And permanent survival is not really, it's not, that's not a, that's not a good life strategy. You can't, that doesn't work for a species moving forward, is one where everyone's primary goal is just their own survival. Yep. Jumbo's got it. The guild is not really trying to control anything. The guild is trying to... Ooh. That's almost the problem. That's like kind of the problem with the guild. They're more trying to... Well, we can see the actions of the guild and what they've done. They were the ones who hid the Fremen. They were the ones who kept weather control from being allowed on from being performed on Arrakis. That kind of stuff. The guild exist in relation to other characters. They exist because of how other people act on them and use them. We know them by their fruits. The guild can be like held as like a critique of like a lot of different aspects of capitalism. I think like necessary services that become parasitical. Like the guild is Amazon. The guild is robber barons. The guild is telecommunications giants. Whereas like Amazon is never going to fully step in to true rulership. It's just going to gradually have a hand on the lever of almost everything we do. For instance, right now, you know, Amazon is... I am speaking to y'all. Yeah, that's why that is like a lot of the Fremen, the spice bribes they talk about. There's a lot going on in this book, so it's like details, like specific details are easy to miss. Old Fenrig shows up. It's been sort of a narrative dark horse up to this point. And he finally... Paul meets a bunch of people for the first time in this scene. And it's like, it's one of those things where I have to wonder, it's like, what is the movie of this gonna be like? It's like, it's like a lot, it's gonna be a lot of like... Because it's like, that scan's okay in a book, but it's like a lot of like characters who have never seen each other. And as audiences, we're used to characters interacting before they kill each other. Before the scenes in which they kill each other. It trades a lot on the parallels that they've had at least. Oop, oop. Let's see. I've written down in my notes, Irulan is very beautiful, because that basically is sort of the extent. I mean, we've been getting her in these chapter headings. We've been getting all of her histories, which is neat. But that is about the extent of her characterization beyond those chapter things in this particular novel. She's more important in Messiah. Filling in the gaps here. Yeah, Thurfir appears. Let's see. That part's very, very sad and very tragic. Jeff, hello. As you can see, Thurfir, my back is not to any doors. The universe is full of doors. Fucking dynamite exchange. Yeah, it's really funny, the idea that like calling Irulan when we know that actually she's the one who ends up writing a lot of the histories, which kind of define Muad'Dib's legacy. The idea that she has literary pretensions is very funny. It's like, oh, I don't know if they're pretensions, Jessica. I don't know, we don't see much of her books. Maybe they're not very good. Thurfir died because they withdrew the antidote. They actually withdrew that a while ago. There's a conversation. It's when the Baron talks to the Emperor. They mention that they're that they've withdrawn the antidote to his slow poison, his permanent poison that he had in him. So that was the poison that Peter de Vries developed. So the long fang of the twisted Mentat gets its final sting. You know how fangs are always stinging things? This is coming along real nice. That great line from Thurfir. Do you think I who've given my life to service of the Atreides, would give them less now? Paul can just see all these things coming because he's seen the possible timelines in which different things happen. I straight up don't know when when Thurfir found out that Jessica was not evil. That felt like a beat. They were like, oh shit, we already kind of did this whole beat with Gurney. So, let's just move on. He found out somewhere else. I think Frank kind of realized he had set up a lot of the characters. Thurfir's a Mentat, but also the fact that Thurfir was tricked about Jessica for so long is meant to... Mentats are cool, but they're also the point of Thurfear's character is that, like, it's a critique of pure logic, or as Kant would call it, a critique of pure reason, I suppose, is if you only follow logic and reason, Herbert is arguing, you can only come to logical and reasonable conclusions, but those can be incredibly evil, or destructive, or stagnant. We gotta remember that this is somebody who did a lot of mushrooms, but also saw, like, the pursuit of pure logic as, like, a deadly force, as something that was leading to the destruction of ecology on the planet, that industry, unbridled industry, Frank Herbert was trying to say here is, like, this is going to destroy the world. Like, when we actually see Getty Prime, it's like, it's filthy. There's talk in later books about it being, like, having, like, an oily texture to just the ground that you walk around on. It's a bad place. I want to talk a little bit about, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the parallels between Paul and Fade are really strong here in this sequence. In this, this fight they get into. I want to see if y'all caught some of these. So Paul... yeah, Jumbo, I'm probably not gonna watch that right this second, but maybe we can watch that at the end. I might throw that on, depending on how much time, on time-wise. But yeah, just it's up to you, man. So Paul is like, think about it. Paul has access to a secret word, the same as Fade did in his gladiatorial fight. He has access to a secret word that would shut down his enemy, the same that Paul did. Paul is for Fade. He has become. Paul is Fade in Fade's own fight. He's the person with all the power. Fade's the one fighting essentially for his life. And he's like, if I can just... I got this one shot at this guy, and I can do it. Meanwhile, Paul is taking the role for Fade that Yami took for him. Like, he's like... Remember when, like, when Paul shows up, he's just like... When Paul meets Jamis, he's like... He's the Imperial who has lost... He's the, like, Imperial... Royal... Not royal, but a noble who has lost all of their power and is now being challenged to a fight. He's now in a knife fight to the death. He's the one who has to worry about the gap, about the shielding, slowing things down. Paul says the "May thy knife chip and shatter" line that Yami said to him. All things echo. All things sort of run in parallel here. And we ultimately see that Paul's a lot more honorable than Fade is, because when all their situations get reversed, Paul doesn't do the thing. He doesn't say the word that freezes him. That would have frozen him. In fact, he says, "I will not say it." But that's the thing that gets Fade, because it's the same thing. He knows there's a word at that moment, and that causes him to freeze, which lets Paul get the upper hand. It's good shit. Yeah, there's a lot of Paul even has like a lot of the same thoughts before fighting Fate about like holding off the jihad, being able to prevent any of it. He's like, but it's sort of even more hopeless now than it was when he was in the cave. When in the cave, he was like, well, if I died right now and kill everyone here, maybe I could prevent this thing. But at this point, he recognizes that what he had been perceiving as terrible purpose in just himself was like, it's not just him. It's like all of humanity is basically keyed up and ready for a big war. And with Paul in control of the guild, they are going to be able to have it. The only thing that was preventing constant open war up until this point was the fact that the guild controlled interstellar travel, and now that Paul controls interstellar travel, Paul got acid on his knife by like transferring a mote of his awareness down along the blood of his own knife. He got it using his magical powers, basically. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well interpreted. Let's see. There's a throwaway line about Fade having a daughter, which I think is only followed up on in one of the very bad not Frank Herbert books. Yeah, so Fade gets trapped, and he gets tricked in he gets stuck in the exact same way he did in his gladiator fight, where his weapon gets turned against him. The barb that he put in the arm of the Atreides soldier who died ended up being used as a shield against him, because he never learned the lesson that Paul learned, like the edge can also cut. No, the point can also cut, the edge can also stab, like versatility of how to use these things. A nuclear weapon can also be used to just blow up geology in the desert. That, by the way, is very much a metaphor for is very much and symbolizes the nature is coming in. The worms are returning. You can only keep nature locked out so much for so long. She's coming. Okay. Oh, shit. Is that? Yep, that's right. I think I've done it. I think my Ska Water moat is now fully operational. Very good. Very confusing little moat here. Love this. Was this the most efficient way to do this? Yes. I am gonna go get my Aqua Affinity helm to dig all this shit up. Alright. One thing about the genes, though, yeah, there's this line. The race of humans had felt its own dormancy, sensed itself grown stale, and knew now only the need to experience turmoil in which the genes would mingle and the strong new mixtures survive. All humans were alive as an unconscious single organism in this moment, experiencing a kind of sexual heat that could override any barrier. Here, this is an acknowledgement of an unfortunate truth, but a truth, which is like, why do people go to war? Well, a lot of the times, or at least back in the day, it's like, well, they were just horny. That was what you sold people. That was how you sold your soldiers on the idea of going to a war. It's not about justice. It's not about the land that is owed you or any of that shit, because you don't get to enjoy any of that if you're a soldier. It's a very specific desire. And that's some of what Paul is horrified is going to be happening. Hmm. What is the plan with all the plan is now it's a moat. I got a moat now. Now I'm safe because there's that moat. Because I got a cool moat that will keep me safe. Because it's a moat. It keeps the ska stuff keeps the water turbulent, so it makes it harder for monsters to get to me. I have chosen to believe this. Let's see. Also, tell me if you noticed this, kind of fun. So a lot of needle imagery. Yeah. Oh. Well. See? Look how he flees. Look how he runs from my cool moat. This coward. Seems like someone has a gun in their hand, but the gun won't cock. The finger's on the trigger, but the trigger seems locked. Can't stop staring at the tick-tock clock, and even if I did, I would never give up. With a vest on my chest, a bullet in my lung, I can't believe I'm dying with my song unsung. And even if I die, would you bury me along, 'cause I'll never get to heaven if I'm singing this song. Story doesn't end here, my friend. Ska. Is that from him? Go to prison. Hamilton indeed. I like prisons now. I used to be a prison abolitionist, but not anymore. Now I'm into them. Oh god, this fucking guy. Wait, did he go in my house? No, surely not. If he's in my house, I'm gonna turn on creative mode and delete him. That's my ultimate contempt in a game. If a game has like a thing that I truly hate. A cheat to beat it. I'm like, you don't deserve... You don't deserve... Oh! Hey! How's it going, idiot? No, keep shooting at me. Oh! Dance with me, Fade. Idiot. Close the door behind me. Wahoo! So did y'all catch all the needle imagery? Obviously we already had the stuff with where Alia kills the Baron with the needle, but then like Fade's got this weird flip dart needle on his hip, and it ends up, what does it do? Pins him to the ground like a, what are we gonna say? Like a trapped animal. This harkens all the way back to the very beginning. Got my Aqua Affinity hat on. Fade is the trapped animal from the little parable. And Paul uses his own blood. It's the question that the Reverend Mother Gaius Mahiam proposed to him at the very beginning. It's like an animal trapped in an animal with its leg caught in a trap would gnaw off its leg to escape. That's an animal sort of trick. A human would remain and kill the hunter and eliminate the threat to his species, but Paul sees the other way out, which is to simply use the blood of your arm to get yourself all slicked up and ungrabbable and just, you know, bust on out of there. Yeah, she's right there watching all this. That's the same lady. And then Paul puts the knife up like a real up through the, he gives him a tasty dinner. Under the chin, through the brain. Aloha, cousin. Goodbye, hello, the same. The fuck was that? It stopped as soon as I got out of the water. Weird. Oh well. It's probably nothing. The main thing about sounds in this game is that they don't actually indicate anything. If you hear a sound, it probably doesn't mean anything. Let's see. What is this list of? Oh yeah, Fade is Paul fighting the grieving heir. The Fremen says, fighting the Fremen who says, "May thy knife shift and shatter." Paul is Fade. He's fighting a captor over whom he has every advantage, but who still manages to surprise him. So they parallel each other's knife fight scenes. That sound was in-game, and it stopped as soon as I got out of the water. It's probably like some water-based creature, god or king, some aquatic sovereign en route to tell me how super good my mode is and how it's better than anyone else's mode. Subnautica should just, they're teasing content and Dune content. Subnautica should, maybe Subnautica doesn't want to call attention to the fact that they just 100% stole a bunch of shit. I mean, they literally had to change the name from still suit to water reclamation suit. Or like water recycling suit. It's in the developer's notes. I went looking for like their developer Trello, and I found out where they were like, this is a little bit too much. We need to change this. Yeah. In the last moment, Fade is unable to turn because the needle is caught on the floor. So he loses the test that Paul passed at the beginning. When trapped between his death and the needle, he fucking loses. Oh yeah, best water. History will call us the wives. Whee! So that's Dune. What keeps happening here? Oh, I guess I'm falling into my own water traps there. Good. It's good that they exist. I won't be using this. This isn't how I'm gonna be getting around. History will call us the wives. Although, history is actually being written by... is going to be written by Irulan, so we'll see what history says. Oh, that's going a lot better with that Aqua Affinity helmet on. So after this, it's Dune Messiah, which y'all can read, y'all can enjoy, have fun. Not something I'm gonna be joining y'all on, because I just read it, like, earlier this year, and I can read Dune twice in a year, but I cannot do Dune Messiah twice in a year. I don't like it as much. It's an interesting examination of like what happens after the Messiah wins. It's sort of a, if you're familiar with the stage play Into the Woods, or perhaps the James Corden starring adaptation of the same, it's kind of some of that. But it's also, you know, for a less stupid reference, there's also Oedipus Rex. The stagnation of success, what happens to you after you win. What happens to the hero when they're done. I feel like the turtle helmet wouldn't be making me faster at digging up cobblestone though, under the water. Like it's not the oxygen. It's the speed of mining, and my Aqua Affinity helmet is doing that for me. So I'm doing just fine, thank you. Boop. And put my arrow down there, get a little snack. Boop. I'm still learning this world a bit. The question is, how did a skeleton even get in there? Oh, he probably spawned in the dark. Right. Salmon are looking good. So y'all who had not read Dune before, what did you think? And y'all who had read Dune before, what did you think also? Let's start with the people who haven't. Who hadn't. Who this was your first... This was your first Dune. Sorry, who hadn't read Dune before and did read the book. If you have not read the book, you will be banned. Get out of my classroom. Yeah, book clubs are fun. Dune is an interesting read. It doesn't really... It doesn't move you forward on its own pacing. Like you're not swept along by the excitement of what's happening, although there's a few gestures towards that with like, oh, run, Paul, it's the Harkonnens. It's like, actually, it's just Duncan. My mistake. That wasn't the Harkonnens. It was Duncan. Pranked again. Trying to see where my... This is all coming together real nice. Does the stone cutter help you, like, let you make like a cool... Can I make like a cool stone fence? Let's see. Where's my stone cutter? Oh yeah, right next to my head here. Wall, tile wall, stairs. Tile slab, tile wall. What else we got? Polished, stairs, wall. See how that looks. Ooh, I like that. Okay, yep, that's what we're going to be doing here. Yep, I'm going to do a bunch of those. A lot of this is going to be about what I end up removing from the support, like from what's supporting here. And what ends up getting left behind might be quite different. Let me see. Oop. Oop. You know what? It's about time for the word of the day. We love it, don't we, folks? Word of the day today is hagiocracy. Hagiocracy is rulership by holy men. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, looking good. Oh, yeah. Now that's... Oops. Now that's something I can... Is there something that's better than torches, though? 'Cause torches are a little... whack. They just look Don't look that good. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Whoops. Let's see. Light source, light source. Lanterns. Oh, iron nuggets and a torch. Okay, yep, that might be what we go for here. Then. Let's see, iron nuggets. I know I have some loose ones of those, and I can make more. And torches. Where are iron nuggets? Oh wait, there it was. Oops. There we go. Alright, let's make some of those nice lanterns. What the hell? Am I pressing the wrong button there? Oh no, that was just... It's not letting me... I'm pressing shift click, but all I'm getting is 1. Shift click. Oh, shift there. Okay. We all need to specify. I was pressing shift click when it came time to actually make it. Alright. Oops. Is that on? It's on probably, right? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, good. Okay. 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Oops. Whoop. There we go. And boop. And boop. And a boop. That looks nice. Probably actually more than I need. Okay, I'm gonna need you to not fall in the water. Gotcha. Okay. Looking good. Alright. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. I was thinking over here would be a good place to have my garden. Finally start doing some gardening. Thing was, I didn't want to do farming until I had a hold on like how to make the farm, how to kind of protect it. So that was part of what the moats are for. Protection of the farm. Stop putting lampposts in my game. Alright. This is gonna be great. Need some dirt. Do I have any? Might have thrown it all away. Let's see if I got some dirt up there. Nope. Well, I should be able to find some. Make some nice... Oh, you can't do it with fully formed deep slate. You gotta use cobbled. Okay. That was a mistake, then. Shit, I might need some more deep slate. Damn. Oh well, I'll worry about the stairs later. Oh shit. Let's see. It's all coming together. Oops. I don't think I have dirt on hand. Let's see. Yeah. Did I make more fence? No, I did not. Damn it. Oh, alright. Oh, I can't make more fence because I need more cobbled deep slate. Okay, how to do this then? Maybe I can just replace... Oop. With the good stuff. Yeah. That looks good. Okay. Looks better, actually. Come on, dig. Come on. Just dig. Oh my god. I'm bobbing. Oh god. There. Christ. No, this mode is good and I love it. I don't regret my decision. I'm just... Okay. There we go. And, I don't know why I put this stuff down. I think I was covering something up at the time. Just leveling it out, I suppose. Ah, there we go. Okay. My goal is ultimately, just for my house, to build up build a nice house and then just have like a stairway that goes up to it, but to have my house be on like a second level. Ah, there it all is. Okay. Polished deep slate wall. Like that much? That would be enough? Roughly? There we go. Yep. Ah, yeah. Marble, congratulations. Damn it, just short. Okay. Well, it's a good time to place this, at least. No, that's not cobbled, that's the finished stuff, isn't it? Yep. There we go. Yeah, it's all coming together. Alright. A little bit more fence. Like that. I was told I have dirt. I don't see it, however. Cobblestone. Oh wait, there it is. Nice, okay. Never made a hoe, I guess I can do that now. Maybe plant some pumpkin seeds? Wheat seeds? See how this goes. Can I still have my iron? No. Okay. Here's my iron. Here's some. Okay. Where is it? Where's the old... Oh, I need sticks, right. Always sticks. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Half, boop, boop, up. There it is. Okay. Let's get busy hoeing. Alright. Not really 100% sure on how this works, but I am excited to experiment. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh, look who's stuck in the fucking moat. Look who's trapped in my moat. Well, 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 the much maligned moat finally sees its glory. That's not how moats work, Cohen. That's not how the game is supposed to work. I'll show you. I'll show you your death in a whirlpool. I should have some bricks to to get out, actually. Just in case things get hairy in there. Here we go. If it isn't some pieces, I should have some food. Just in case they get the upper hand. And also I should... No, the aqua affinity will be a fun advantage to have over them. Well, well, well. Now that was all my arrows, so... he should leave now. I don't... Yeah, you don't like it, do you? The whirlpool? I wouldn't either. Ooh, struggling. Whoop. Y'all wanna dance? I have something you guys don't. It's called aqua affinity. We can do this all day, though. Oh, there's another one. I see. Just giving myself a moment to recover. One, two. Oh, I'm still taking some damage from that, huh? See, like if I'd had more arrows, this would have been trivial, but I'm having to. Okay. Got him. What is that? What is that I have on the top right there?
Keep on keeping on, game.
Oh, y'all can't see that? Hold on. Oh, is that... Oh, whoops, hold on. Huh. Yeah, has that not been present the whole time? Okay. Adjust my shit a little bit here. It's not quite, yeah. The aspect ratio is a little off, but... there. Oh, it's when I pick up the banner. Okay, that makes sense. Still? Town defended. Little township here. They didn't get whatever they were after. They didn't get it. The moat proved its quality, basically immediately. Where do I put my fence, though? Let's see. Polished each slate, my wheat seeds. I guess I ate all my food. Well, it's a good thing. I'm starting a garden then, isn't it? Oh, another banner for the wall. Oh, not there though. A little higher. Yeah, that's looking mighty fine. Look at me, level 28 as hell. Ha! Another trapped skeleton. Yeah, for sure. Right, that's exactly how I would describe it. One, two, three, four, five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 38 more dirt. I got a shovel handy? Of course I do. I'm gonna go grab some of that. Minecraft hell? I got this nice fence, so I can't even accidentally fall over there. Good. Nah. Never build a trap you can't escape from. My philosophy. How much did I say? 38? Yeah. Pushing this further back. Some spill over there. Let's cobble this actually. Oops. There's a little bit more intentionality here. Makes it look a little bit less like that's just where it ends because that's where the dirt begins. See, Arrakis teaches the attitude of the knife. The process of cutting off what's unfinished and saying, there, it's finished because it ended here. Yeah, that looks nice. Boop, boop. Keep inventory is for cowards. Keep it, it's not for cowards, but it would remove a lot of the stakes of this game for me. People can play any way they want. I just, if I had keep inventory in this game, it would be very, I would utilize it. It would change the entire way I play the game. I wouldn't care about dying. I would use death as a teleport. And that would make a lot of the functions of this game superfluous for me. So I have to see how this works. No? Maybe it's the alternate? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, that didn't last long. Alright, that's where that is. Got my pumpkin seeds here. Let's see. Look at my tools and see if I can make some kind of water conveyance. Let's see. Yeah, I know I have bucket, but that seems a little messy. I don't have... Is it just bucket? Alright. Boop. And a boop. Well, that didn't work at all. That was terrible advice. Okay, you know, I'm not getting good advice here. I'm gonna load this up myself. Because I just lost all my pumpkin seeds. So I'm a little sad about that. I guess I can just turn these into terraced. Let's see. Are they... like... Let's see. No, I don't want any of those. Those are that's my good water. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to reach from there. Alright, the water from over here. Oops. Maybe, let's see, some here. Have any more cobble deep stone left? Yeah, I left that for a reason. Can I make a little... I don't really know what slabs do. I'm gonna try this. see. What's this? Does the water still flow under there? Oh, excellent. Excellent. It worked. Good. Let's see. How am I gonna want to do this? Those are 9. So maybe another here. And another here. Yeah. And just split them right up the middle here. There we go. And here. There we go. Maybe... No, that'll only be 2. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. That'll make some more slabs. Yeah, that'll look real good. Good. There. Now I just gotta make some more slabs. How much do I got? Ah, enough for some slabs, yeah. And asleep. See if I have any other plants. Oh, I think now I can... Oh, yeah, that's right. I can grow a new one. I think if I... Can I get the... Yeah, there it is. There's the seeds. Okay. Shit, what the... The fuck? There we go. There we go. Water's still running under. Still keeping the dirt nice and damp. Good. Nope. Oops. Oh, that's not easy to place. Okay. Yeah, that's coming along real nice. Alright. Whoops. There we go. And over here. Excellent. Yeah. See, now I don't have to worry about, what's it called? Now I don't have, like... I can just have the water and know there's enough water. I don't have to ever think about it, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5 and 1, 2, 3, 5. This will be the center. Directly across the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one doesn't have a good natural break, so I'll put it up just there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think that'll frame as you walk in the... Oh, not quite. One off. Maybe I won't call attention to the asymmetry, actually. Yeah. That's fine. That's nice, actually. Now the water's running under my feet. Looks nice. Sounds nice. Look at that idiot down there. Hilarious. Anyway. And I got my stocked pond here. Got my crops growing over here. Maybe some flowers. Is that dirt not wet? Oh well, I'll figure it out through experimentation. Oop. That's my dangerous little hop that I do. There we go. All right, and perfect. Looks nice. Looking good. All right, folks. This can about do it for us today, but as you know, we got this afternoon, I'm going to hang out with Kate. What time was that? Kate Gray. I'm going to be over on your stream. I'll drop a link to that here. Maybe we get a time and a link drop in the chat. 5 p.m. Eastern, so that's 6 Atlantic, as y'all know. What's that channel, Kate? That's Kate_Gray. It is gonna be more Minecraft. So follow Kate if you're not. There it is. And then tomorrow, more Minecraft in the morning, and Resident Evil. We're watching the last one. I am coming to y'all's server. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna raise hell. I'm gonna cause a commotion. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. We'll have a good time. Anyway, I guess Resident Evil is Wednesday night. We're watching the last movie Wednesday night. That is on the Discord. We do that, and also, y'all know, much love to patrons. Very much appreciated. In these uncertain times, it's a big help. We're mining, we're hoeing, we're getting it done. I'm just getting glass that's been crafted in my furnace and swapping it out. That's all I'm doing right here while this is playing. So I'm gonna do that real quick. That's the redstone. Where's the glass? Glass goes here. Oh, such glass. Oh, these stars of space. Thank you, everybody. We had a good. I think it was good. We had a good time reading Dune. And everybody go see the movie if you can, because we're gonna be talking about that next week. It's gonna be a good time. Much love. All that stuff. I'm gonna worms in the chat. One final for the Dune worms. I'm in the cauldron. I'm in the cauldron. I'm in the cauldron. Alright, I'm out. See y'all later.